Hello, this is Murazrai, an autistic virtual YouTuber from Malaysia. So, Creators Bunkasai 2021 has ended. So, special thanks to Nemui Bell and Hangen for organizing this event. And this event, I'm really happy that I get to join this event, even though it's clearly meant for Japanese people. But hey, the rule didn't say foreigners can't join. As long as you can follow the rules, why should nationality be a matter? But anyways, so I'm going to start with the negatives, and I want to look back at what I did poorly regarding this. So first of all, there's QR code issues. So I have received reports that the QR code to request games wasn't working, but when I checked by scanning the QR code with my smartphone, it actually led me to the form. So I have no idea what's exactly happened, so I decided to put up a link over my Twitter, and it doesn't work. But still, I received one request, which is actually part of the games that I will not stream. Right? So I actually have put a notice at the top of the form that I do not stream visual novels, but I got requested anyways, considering that I have no other titles, at least for that form. So I decided to make an exception for that. So as to what game is that, please wait for next week's schedule. And there's another game which got requested over my Whoops message board. So it's a free mobile game, which means I have to download BlueStacks so that it will run on a PC. And I have tried to hook the game up onto Streamlabs OBS, and it's working well. So yeah, it will be, both of these games will be streamed on the 24th. So please wait for the schedule out tomorrow to know what games which I got requested. So there's also the issues that and this relates to the next problem, is that the profile board design, well, there are two parts. The first part is the one with my model. That isn't a problem. It's the description, the move description image, that is a problem, because initially I just want to promote some new stuff that I released early for the patrons who visit my booth, but the design is kind of I would say when I look back, it's kind of ugly though, or unattractive at the very least. So the profile board. So this is the initial profile board, which is just links to some new releases that I did, and I realized the mistake, and then what I did was to change. So I actually made some changes after the stream ends, the Saturday stream ends, and then, well, at least I made it in time for Niwarin Senpai to look at it. So which is this? Since that my booth patrons are almost 100% Japanese, I did saw a natively Chinese speaking person attending the booth. So it's not like foreigners don't know about Peak Square, the virtual exhibition service. So it's a better description of what I'm doing, and then the links are the bottom. So the QR codes should be working fine, and this is so on the top half, the top, maybe the top 3/4 of this profile board would be kept. Maybe I'll change up the bottom part when I exhibit in other online exhibition events in Peak Square in the future, but I'll leave that for later. So that's it for the negatives. So the next section would be on the positives. So yeah, I have made some, well, friends in quotation marks in a sense, but everyone's definition of friends are being different. I'm using a rather loose definition of friends. So I have met amazing people who make games, drawing, art. Even there's even a virtual voice actor exhibiting in this event. So quite a few have followed me over Twitter, and I would say that having more friends is definitely a good thing. So next up is getting to friend game requests. Yep, that's what has been mentioned in the negative part. At least I do get requests rather than getting nothing, but as a result of that, the streaming schedules have to be reworked, which is kind of a hassle, but not exactly something that I would say I hate or something. It's this sort of thing will happen sooner or later anyway, so now that I'm facing it, the next time I deal with such a thing, I can handle it better. And the last positive thing that I get from my exhibition attendance is that I actually get some new YouTube subscribers. I would say that after, so when I look a few days ago when I look at my channel analytics, a quite a few people unsubscribed from my channel for reasons that I don't understand, despite that I had 2 streams on that day. So, well, at least the momentum for the channel growth is back there, but I'm not sure how long that will last. But hopefully this marks a good start at the very least to attract more people to subscribe and watch my channel, even though I'm speaking English. But then again, beyond just watching Japanese VTubers videos and streams without knowing a word what they are talking, so I don't see any different the other way around. Plus, if my viewers come here, they are here not for me, they are here for my content, be it gaming or original music that I've composed. I definitely keep on doing this. They are my lost passion for quite a while, and now I got them back. I don't want to lose them again. So now that I have evaluated the negatives and the positives of this event, so my future plans on this would be, okay, my new plans onwards is that first, with the visual novel that I got requested, so I think it's time for me to expand the genres of games that I stream. So I will no longer avoid visual novels, but adventure games that would depend on whether I can handle them. A lot of visual novels and adventure games rely heavily on the knowledge of Japanese language, which I certainly can't do, and I don't think I have the time to actually study Japanese. And also, when I stream, I need to somewhat emulate how would someone who doesn't properly learn Japanese to play the games, maybe just by Google Translate, or maybe they just copy my way of playing games and all that. I have to demonstrate what happens if someone who doesn't learn Japanese at all tries to play one. Has to let my English speaking viewers to decide whether they can play the game or not. And the last thing I want is getting complaints saying that, you can play the game so well, but I can't play the game because I'm not as good as you in Japanese language and stuff. I don't want that to happen, since that the point of this channel is to spread the word regarding Japanese rare games, and it would be pointless if I promote the games that English speaking viewers can't play due to the language barrier. But it would be interesting if I just try them anyways. So that's the first part, and then so Battle Race Madness ARM and Maze Escape 3 both will enter development phase starting tomorrow. So my target is to at least complete one of them before January, because that relates to the next point, finding new online events to exhibit. So Pig Square has a lot of events that you can sign up for exhibition, and in fact I actually have signed up for one. I can't announce which yet. I will announce it when the time comes, but I'm definitely not just going to stop at Creators Bunkasai 2021. I considered my participation in this event successful, if a bit limited, and I think I can bring it to the next level by joining more online exhibition events, and perhaps, I don't know if such services exist outside of Japan, at least in which has the same presentation style as with that of Pig Square. If they are in English speaking circles, I will try to go for that, maybe to, as you know, increasing my exposure and stuff. Maybe I'll ask Reddit for that. So, as some of you might have known, I have officially lost my job today. So I will get a new job. My dad has told me that don't rush things, but you know, without a job you can't earn money, and some future projects that I have planned has to put on hold because, you know, losing job, and I need to get a job as soon as possible to get funds for doing something else. But I need to say this first, I am not getting a full body model yet. Not at least I will only consider, yes, consider. Niwani senpai, good evening. So I will only consider getting a full body model, and a lot, as and everybody knows, I'm currently using a half body model only. So I will only consider getting a full body model after I get 1,000 subscribers, in a sense that I don't think I deserve one yet, and also it involves a lot of cost. A typical model would cost something like, I would say, expand game streaming genres. Expand game genres, very nice. Can you play shooting games? Niwani senpai, I thought, I had streamed a few shoot them ups on my channel, and some of them are very early on in my VTubing journey. and there's also some first-person shooter games, and there's one third-person shooter. But then again, first-person shooters and third-person shooters are very rare in Frame, so I don't know if I can go for that. And there's one issue with streaming bullet hell games. So the amount of time that I have to stream after this would be rather limited. So it's like bullet hell games, they tend to take times like what, 90 minutes to stream. Well, it's not like I haven't streamed on long sessions, you know, like the Grinks Adventures stream I did last week, like that lasts for like 2 hours plus. But the thing is that those games tend to be way too difficult for me to handle, and I want to reduce situations where I have to quit the game because I keep on losing very early on in the game to a minimum. Something that I have learned after I streamed Made Robo Action America. That was a disaster. So, well, I will definitely take the suggestion, Niwari Senpai. And there is quite a few games in the streaming backlog that maybe I can stream them early, maybe mid to late November if the time allows. So, and related to that, when I plan my streams, I do plan the streams up to 3 weeks in advance, because that's going to make planning easier, and also the live stream setups easier. But yeah, I do play shooting games, and I will stream shooting games in the future. Thank you, Niwai Senpai. So back to the new job thing. Yeah, I have applied for one company for a job. It's not as well paying as the last job, but considering what happened in the leading months to which caused me to tender my resignation, I better not talk too much about that. Long story short, unless I fail to get any jobs for like what, 3 months, 6 months and stuff like that kind of period, then I'm considering getting back there without a raise. But if I got an offer for a raise, then that's another story. And I hope that the next job that I have will have 5 days work, and the places that I am applying are accessible by public transport, so that I can time my journey to work and back from work easier. So initially I plan to announce a collaboration stream event, but there are some technical issues, so it has to be delayed. I plan to invite other VTubers to come to my channel and play a Japanese footwear game that I select for them, but there are some technical issues and copyright issues that needed to sorted out. So I even made a form for that, which is on my link tree. I have to turn that off after this stream because I think that if I stream the games myself and then just let other people watch, that's a rather passive way to promote Japanese footwear games. So I think I want to take a more proactive approach and then maybe make other people play the same Japanese footwear games that I play myself, but I need to sort the issues out before, and I'm not even sure whether the project can proceed or not, depending on how busy I am with other things. I definitely have to put priority on game development and music composition. Not to mention that starting next month, there will be weekly house cleaning duties, and that will definitely affect my ability to plan, to doing channel management and other things, but it's a yearly tradition. I definitely have to do that. I'm going to make some adjustments. So by the way, here's another announcement. So starting from next week, the stream schedule will still be normal, but the week after that, then I can only stream 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week as usual, until I get a new job, and the number of streams will be reduced as a result of that, but that's something that I have to do. And stream times, I need to confirm, because starting from next week, my father's actually told me that I should get a rest next week, and I refused, but my father insisted, so the stream schedule can still go on as usual. But the week after, then I have to help him out for his workshop, and by the time I reach home, that would be 8 p.m. So I'm not sure how that would affect my streaming schedule. So I hope that I can get a new job soon, so that I can get back to the old streaming schedule. So that's it for this stream. So I'm going to finalize next week's schedule before I announce it over my Twitter, and hopefully things will go smooth. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.